If you're over 50, your body is quietly changing every single day. Some of those changes are natural and healthy, but others can sneak up on us, weakening our muscles, stiffening our joints, and even draining our energy without us noticing. The good news is that you don't need an expensive gym membership or complicated workout equipment to stay strong and vibrant. In fact, Japanese elders, some of the healthiest, longest-living people in the world, have been doing simple daily movements and eating wisely in ways that keep their bodies agile and their minds sharp well into their 80s, 90s, and even beyond 100. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today. 6 simple daily movements inspired by Japanese elders and the foods that either quietly hurt our aging bodies or protect us. When you put these two pieces together, movement and nourishment, you create a powerful recipe for living not only longer, but better. So let's start with the movements. You see, one of the secrets behind the vitality of Japanese elders is that they don't exercise the way we often think about exercise in the West. They don't pound away on treadmills or lift heavy weights in noisy gyms. Instead, they integrate small, natural movements into their everyday lives. These movements protect balance, prevent falls, keep circulation flowing, and preserve muscle mass. Think of them as gentle but powerful tools you can use every day at home, in the kitchen, or even while waiting for your tea to steep. The first movement is the simple sit-to-stand. It may sound almost too basic, but science shows it's one of the most powerful exercises for aging adults. Every time you sit down on a chair and stand back up without using your hands, you're training the very muscles that keep you independent: your thighs, your hips, and your core. Japanese elders often practice this movement naturally by living in homes where sitting and standing from lower positions is common. Try it for yourself. Sit on a sturdy chair, cross your arms gently over your chest, and rise slowly. Then lower back down with control. Even 5 to 10 repetitions a day make a difference. This small act strengthens your legs, improves circulation, and reduces your risk of falling. The second movement is heel raises. In Japan, elders often spend time barefoot or in light slippers, which naturally strengthens their feet and ankles. Standing tall, place your hands on a wall or countertop for balance. Then slowly lift your heels until you're on your tiptoes. Hold for a second, then lower down. This pumps fresh blood up through your legs, reduces swelling in the ankles, and keeps your calves and feet strong. Healthy calves act like a second heart, pushing blood back up toward your heart and brain. It's one of the reasons many Japanese elders had such healthy circulation and rarely suffer from the heaviness and swelling that troubles so many seniors in the West. The third movement is the gentle torso twist. If you've ever watched elders in Japanese parks in the morning, you'll notice they often gather for something called Ragyo Taiso, radio exercises broadcast nationwide since the 1920s. These include gentle twists of the torso, which keep the spine flexible and massage the organs. To do it, stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, relax your arms, and gently swing them side to side as you rotate your torso. Keep it easy, like a flowing pendulum. This encourages better digestion, supports spinal health, and brings fresh energy to the body. Remember, stiffness in the spine is one of the biggest reasons older adults lose mobility. This simple twist keeps you supple. The fourth movement is the side leg lift. Japanese elders often practice balance as part of their daily routine, sometimes just while brushing their teeth or standing in the kitchen. To copy this, stand tall, hold onto a counter for support, and slowly lift one leg out to the side, then lower it down. Repeat on both sides. This strengthens the outer hips and improves balance. Strong hip muscles are like shock absorbers that protect your joints from strain. Weak hips are one of the top reasons for falls in later years, so this movement is like insurance for your independence. The fifth movement is shoulder rolls. As we age, tension often builds up in the shoulders and neck, leading to headaches, stiffness, and even poor circulation to the brain. Japanese elders are careful to move gently and often, preventing stiffness from setting in. To practice, sit or stand tall. Then roll your shoulders slowly up, back, and down. Breathe deeply as you do this, feeling the muscles loosen. Then reverse the motion. This improves posture, reduces stress, and keeps your upper back healthy. It's such a small movement, but it helps you. The sixth and final movement is a forward bend. Japanese elders often garden, pick things up from the floor, and live in environments where bending is a part of daily life. This keeps their hamstrings and lower back flexible. To try it safely, stand tall. Then slowly bend forward from the hips while keeping your knees slightly soft. Reach your hands toward the floor or your shins. Then slowly rise back up. Don't force it. Even if you can only reach your knees, the act of bending forward and returning upright is deeply restorative. It maintains flexibility, reduces back stiffness, and helps circulation. Over time, you'll notice your body feels looser and younger. Now here's the key. You don't need to do all of these at once. Start with 1 or 2 movements each day, then gradually include more. You can practice them in just 5 or 10 minutes at home. What matters is consistency. The Japanese secret isn't intensity, it's frequency. Little by little, day after day, movement becomes as natural as breathing. And that's how they preserve strength and vitality long into their later years. But movement is only half the picture. What we put into our bodies matters just as much, sometimes even more. You see, many of the health challenges we face after 50 don't come from aging alone, but from years of eating foods that silently damage our cells, our blood vessels, and even our memory. The tragedy is that many of these foods are considered normal in Western diets, yet they slowly chip away at our vitality. The hopeful news, once we know what to avoid and what to replace it with, we can transform our health, even starting in our 50s, 60s, and beyond. One of the first silent culprits is processed meats, things like sausages, bacon, and deli slices. These foods are high in nitrates and preservatives that increase inflammation in the body. In fact, studies show a strong link between processed meat consumption and higher risks of heart disease and certain cancers. Instead, Japanese elders rely on fish, particularly oily fish like mackerel, sardines, and salmon, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats nourish the brain, protect the heart, and reduce inflammation. Replacing just a few servings of processed meat each week with fish can give your body a profound boost. Another common silent ager is refined sugar. Cookies, takes, soda, and even hidden sugars in packaged foods contribute to blood sugar spikes that damage blood vessels and accelerate aging. In Japan, sweets exist, but they are often enjoyed in small, delicate portions and balanced with antioxidant-rich green tea. Green tea, especially matcha, is a cornerstone of Japanese longevity. It reduces inflammation, supports brain health, and even helps maintain a healthy weight. Instead of reaching for packaged sweets, try pairing fresh fruit with a cup of green tea. You'll not only satisfy your sweet tooth, but also nourish your cells. Another silent culprit is refined white flour. White bread, pastries, and processed noodles may taste comforting, but they strip away the fiber and nutrients that protect digestion and blood sugar. The more we rely on refined flour, the more likely we are to suffer from weight gain, diabetes, and sluggish digestion. Contrast that with traditional Japanese diets, which emphasize whole grains like brown rice, buckwheat soba noodles, and barley. These grains are rich in fiber, which not only keeps digestion smooth, but also helps feed the healthy bacteria in our gut. And when your gut is happy, your immune system and energy levels thrive. So one simple swap is to replace white bread or pasta with brown rice or soba once or twice a week. Over time, those small choices add up to a lighter, healthier body. The next food to be aware of is heavily processed vegetable oils, like soybean oil, corn oil, and canola oil, which are often found in packaged foods and fried items. These oils are unstable and prone to oxidation, which increases inflammation in the body. Inflammation is often described as the silent fire of aging, linked to arthritis, memory loss, and heart disease. Japanese elders traditionally cook with smaller amounts of healthier oils, often sesame oil or sometimes just simple broth-based cooking. Sesame oil in particular contains antioxidants and has a deep, rich flavor that makes foods satisfying without needing large amounts. Choosing extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or sesame oil over processed seed oils is a small but powerful shift you can make today. Another quiet enemy is excess salt from processed and packaged foods. High-sodium diets strain the kidneys and raise blood pressure, which damages the delicate lining of blood vessels over time. Yet it's not salt itself that is the villain. It's the kind of salt and the quantity. Traditional Japanese diets use natural seaweed, miso, or small amounts of soy sauce for flavor, which contain minerals and umami that satisfy taste without overwhelming the body. Seaweed, for example, is rich in iodine and other trace minerals that support thyroid health and metabolism. So instead of relying on salty chips or canned soups, try seasoning your meals with herbs, a splash of low-sodium soy sauce, or even a sprinkle of dried seaweed flakes. Your taste buds will still feel delighted, but your blood pressure will thank you. We also need to talk about trans fats, those hidden fats lurking in margarine, baked goods, and many packaged snacks. These are among the most damaging for the heart, stiffening arteries and accelerating aging at the cellular level. Fortunately, they can be avoided. Traditional Japanese elders don't eat margarine or packaged pastries every day. Instead, they enjoy natural fats in small amounts, like fish, tofu, and even fermented soy products. Fermented soy, such as natto or miso, offers protein, probiotics, and protective nutrients. While natto may be an acquired taste, miso soup is an easy and comforting alternative, soothing to the body and deeply nourishing. And let's not forget about red meat in excess. While small portions can be fine, too much red meat, especially fatty cuts, has been linked to higher risks of colon issues and heart problems. Japanese elders traditionally eat smaller amounts of meat, often just as a side dish, not the main attraction. Vegetables, tofu, and fish are more central. This balance reduces strain on the digestive system and keeps inflammation lower. If you love meat, consider shifting toward more plant-based proteins a few times a week. Beans, lentils, or tofu can give you energy without weighing down the body. Now, let's balance this out with the foods that support graceful aging. Imagine your kitchen not as a place of restriction, but as a medicine chest filled with natural remedies. Fresh vegetables, especially leafy greens, protect your eyesight, and keep your blood vessels flexible. Japanese elders eat a wide variety of vegetables, often lightly steamed or simmered, making them easy to digest. Fermented foods like pickled vegetables, kimchi, and miso not only add flavor, but also feed healthy gut bacteria. A balanced gut supports everything from mood to memory. Fruits play their role too. Unlike the sugar-laden desserts that fill supermarket shelves, fresh seasonal fruits like persimmons, mandarins, and berries provide antioxidants that defend against cell damage. Pairing fruit with tea or yogurt creates a gentle, nourishing snack. Nuts and seeds also appear in small amounts, offering healthy fats and minerals. For example, a sprinkle of sesame seeds over rice or vegetables adds flavor and essential nutrients in a simple way. One more overlooked hero is mushrooms. Japanese elders often eat shiitake, enoki, or maitake mushrooms, which contain compounds that strengthen the immune system and support cardiovascular health. Mushrooms add depth and richness to meals while nourishing the body at the cellular level. Try adding mushrooms to soups, stir-fries, or even as a side dish. You'll be surprised at how satisfying they are. At this point, you may be wondering, how can I put all of this into practice without feeling overwhelmed? The key is to focus on small, consistent shifts. Instead of cutting out every unhealthy food at once, begin by replacing just one. Swap sugary snacks for fruit and tea. Replace a couple of meat-heavy meals with fish or tofu. Exchange white rice for brown rice once a week. These shifts, repeated over time, reshape your health in ways you can feel. More energy in the morning, less stiffness in the joints, clearer thinking, and even better sleep. And remember, the movements and the foods work together. When you move your body with those 6 simple exercises, you improve circulation and strength, which helps your body absorb and use nutrients more effectively. When you nourish your body with wholesome foods, you reduce inflammation and fuel your muscles, making movement easier and more enjoyable. It's a beautiful cycle of care that feeds back into itself. The wisdom of Japanese elders teaches us something profound. Aging is not a slow decline, but a chance to deepen our connection with our bodies, to respect the little choices that shape our days, and to live with more grace, strength, and joy. You don't need to chase extreme workouts or trendy diets. Instead, you can embrace gentle daily movements and simple, wholesome foods that have stood the test of time. Every sit to stand, every sip of green tea, every nourishing bite is a quiet investment in your independence, your vitality, and your future. So, as you move forward, remember, aging well is not about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about choosing one small action today that your future self will thank you for. Whether it's standing up from a chair 10 times, enjoying a bowl of miso soup, or walking outside to breathe in fresh air, you are taking control of your health. And that control is empowering. You deserve to feel strong, clear-minded, and joyful, no matter your age. Just as Japanese elders remind us through their daily habits, the secret to longevity is not in a pill or a program. It's in the little rituals we repeat every day. Take a moment right now to imagine your healthiest self, not just free of pain or illness, but vibrant, steady, and full of quiet energy. That version of you is within reach. Start with these 6 movements. Begin shifting your foods one choice at a time, and watch as your body responds with gratitude. Because your body always wants to heal, to strengthen, to thrive. All it asks is for you to give it the chance.